Ooh, sounds like we're quite critical.
What if Corin were to go away relatively soon?
What do you mean by that? Is this having something to do with the bone that the Guardians have to pick
They
with
want him apprehended.
They can certainly try. The Grey Wardens, as you know, are above the law in many ways.
Well, in some ways, the Guardians are also above the law.
True. And the Guardians are indeed very powerful.
What would it do to your dynamic if he was removed?
It's hard to say. Even if Corin was removed, the fact still remains that a good majority of the Wardens do not trust the Awakened at all, and think that us cavorting with them is traitorous.
2 points of order. 1. What do you think putting an Awaken in their face would do?
They would probably strike you on the spot.
Yes, likely. They would know I'm there too. We can all sense each other.
I don't think that anything you say will bear any weight.
Alright, what about a cure for the Blight?
That would intrigue them, I'm sure.
Tyrion?
He pulls out from his... shows a vial.
So, you are the guinea pig that Andreas chose.
Yep.
How is it working so far?
It suppressed the effects of my blood. And the calling is not quite as intense. There are certainly side effects, but for now, as I get a steady dose every day, it's not that bad. But when I did have a withdrawal, it nearly got pretty bad.
I mentioned the cure to Corin, but he did not listen. He did not seem at all convinced. I feel, though, that I'm not suggesting this, but if Corin's influence at least was out of the picture, you may have a chance to sway the rest of the Wardens if a cure could be created.
Question. I mean, I don't know if it'll work to this extreme. But if an uncorrupted person can ingest my blood and they don't get corrupted, that's pretty factual proof. I don't know if that works, though.
I don't know either. Andrea is the one who knows better than I do.
And right now she's not here. The problem right now is we have Corin in Whitesopt. And even if we cut the snake off, cut the head off the snake, it's probably whoever's left will still take command and do all this, right?
Besides, I don't think they'd be well inclined to a group of dragon warriors alongside an awakened darkspawn dragon coming in, killing their first warden, and then saying, "Listen to us, we're the good guys."
Well, this is Warden business, it is not your problem.
It's kind of mine.
It's one of our problems. It's also Guardian business.
I think we should contact the Guardians at the very least, because this big secret may need some additional looking into, as it sounds like some Grey Wardens are trying to spread the news. We would want to inform the Guardians so that they can get ahead of this rumor before it gets out of hand.
My boy, you have to think optics. If we tell the Guardians and they show up here, that's going to exacerbate things.
We do this quietly. Or at least quickly.
Mr. Alren, do you think you could appeal to your brother?
Well, last time I saw him 5.5, 6 years ago, he did stab me in the hip. So there's that. I can try.
Crazy suggestion idea, you can say no to it. What if we quote-unquote exfiltrate Corin out without anyone noticing? Possibly.
Tell me, Fergus, does the position of First Warden go to a novice or an expert?
Let me just say that Corin was not extremely popular among the Wardens. However, he is very passionate about things, and he certainly is the kind of person, he's a man of action and not words, and I think that is one of the main reasons why the organization ultimately rallied behind him.
Alright, that'll be impossible to do anyway, but I don't know, you can do it quietly without having to bring much of a ruckus, but
Perhaps,
that's my suggestion.
if we go to them, I don't think that'll work out well. They'll be able to sense me, so you'd have to go without me.
We need to get Corin to us would probably be the best way.
Yes.
We could send him a letter.
I mean,
Maybe
this is
Fergus
the region
is
of...
for eating.
There's another plan. We could, parlay that we're the Guardian of Fire, needing to talk with him about things in the region.
But that's known to be Violetta.
My penmanship's very good.
Good point.
Yeah, you did also spend a night with her, so...
I'm going to say that, because I really like this
Quietly.
idea, you're going to hear a squawk! As it looks like a rabbit or some sort of desert animal, maybe like a desert fox, like runs down the hall between your legs, and then in comes this large griffin chasing after, or attempting to chase after the desert fox.
Pasha is gonna attempt to whoa, easy, calm, just grab onto her reins and no, we focus, Valor. Focus.
The warden's jaws drop. Is the mage says, "Is that by Maker's breath? Is that what I think it is?"
Yes,
Why
it
does
is.
everyone react so crazily to it? It's just a griffin.
Dartham, you were alive when they were all over the place. They went extinct. We've been over this.
I'm sorry, okay? It's just normal.
To you.
Yes.
Where did you find this creature?
Out in the cave in
Fergus.
Antiva and stasis.
Fighting a dragon. We killed the dragon.
In stasis. Was it wearing Grey Warden armor?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
We didn't see any recognizable insignias or letters, just the symbol.
Pasha will let me introduce you. This is Valor. I believe her previous rider was a Grey Warden named Titania.
Oh, Titania, the dwarf, the mage says. I read about her in the records, in the Grey Warden records.
And Valor, this is Fergus Cousland and 2 companions who have not given their names.
This definitely changes everything, he's going to say, and the mage will continue to say, if I remember correctly, I believe Titania was around during the 4th Blight. Rumor said that she could somehow walk through fire without being harmed. If I remember the end of her story, she disappeared. She left shortly after, and then with that she pauses, and then she says, she changes what she says. She left shortly before the end of the 4th Blight.
And just for flavor, when the warden says that, Dartham gets a small flash of seeing himself in a large open battlefield as he unleashes a fireball against a wounded griffin that's Valor with her wing torn, and then a dwarf steps in and just absorbs the fire. And he goes,
Oh, wow. I remember her.
Well, we thank you for returning her to us. Then is what Fergus says, and as soon as he says the word "return," Valor seems to walk in protest almost. Roll. I'm gonna say Pasha in particular. Roll an animal handling or communication. Yeah, communication, animal handling.
20 with Because of the minus
Alright.
1, so that's 4 stump points.
No, it's 5 because you get a +1, so it's 5.
Okay, with that amazing roll, you pretty much get the sentiment from Valor saying, "What? Returned? I thought I was going to be a star. I thought I was going to perform on stage. I don't want to be a warden, I want to be a star."
I was gonna be on The Bachelorette. Come on.
Pasha holds up a hand towards Fergus and she says, Valor is not property. She goes where she wants to go. If she doesn't want to go with you, then you're not taking her.
Fergus is about to protest, but the rogue warden says, "Captain, it does seem that the beast has been bonded with this group, and if the stories are true about griffins, a griffin bonding with its rider is very sacred." "I can't argue with that," Fergus says. "Still, it is a fine thing for the Grey Wardens to see after so many years of extinction."
If we find any more, we can send them to you.
It's at this point that one of the another Grey Warden starts rushing in from the entrance of the cave. He appears to be favoring his shoulder, because you can probably see that there is an arrow stuck to it, and he's gonna say, Captain." He takes one look at the griffin. Looks like he's about to ask a question, and Fergus will say, "We'll explain the beast momentarily. What happened to you? What message do you bring?" And he says, "It's Corin. Him and a whole group of Grey Wardens are coming this way right now."
Well, that's convenient.
Is it convenient? Is it? Rosie asks.
I'm gonna heal the guy.
We're planning to imprison and or kill him anyway, so
Dareth, do you know illusionary magic?
I can cast it on individuals, yes.
Damn it. Okay.
But if they
Well,
can
that's
resist
my
the
plan
effect,
shot. Okay.
I think he's coming to us, so like
Plan. We need to get Corin on his own, alone, or with a small group to say the least. He's got a warband, more than likely outside.
Yeah.
Fergus, do you have anywhere that you could hide these people further down the cave and we could distract and deal with Corin?
Yeah.
I can, but why would we hide?
Darethim is going to turn to Rousseau and say,
Rousseau, would you say Corin is... Does Corin remember that incident more vividly than you?
Yeah.
I could maybe try to draw him off, show up in the distance, and lead him in a few small groups away. Lead him to our group.
Do you want to put yourself at that risk?
It's an option, but I feel like we're going to fight him no matter what.
If we can get less people to deal, if we can only let Corin alone with a few of his warband, will be better than fighting head on.
And I feel like he'd go after me.
Fergus! You can hear somebody
Well,
calling
then.
out from outside. "We know that you're in there. Hold up with the rest of you. Where's your honor? Come out, come out." And you can clearly recognize Corin's voice.
You know
This is the
what?
only-
I've got a new plan. Who has chakra?
Oh!
I've got chakra.
I got 6.
If anyone wants to give me a full load.
Wow, okay.
Oh boy.
Oh no, let's go.
This is
Um,
juicing up.
Pasha's just going to place a hand on Rousseau's shoulder and just say, "Does he need to die?"
I'm not intending to kill.
Then take some. That's
Yeah,
fine.
hand on Rousseau's shoulder. You can take.
I can buff you once you turn into dragon form for extra good.
Probably gonna need it.
Do you want me to taint you, power of the taint you?
No. Mainly because if I can't control it, that's gonna be really
Right.
bad for the rest of us.
Good point. Yeah, true. Good point.
Okay.
Final warning, Fergus. If you do not show up, we will charge in after you. The first warden speaks.
I'm-
How much shock are you taking from us?
I just want a full stack of 8.
Okay.
Yeah, so how many
I
how
have
many
6.
are people giving him?
I've got 4.
Could you leave me some, please? Because for my spells.
I'll give one. Because I'll have 3 left because I also got 4.
I'll give 3. I'll give 3.
And then I can take 3 from Pasha. That'll be 7. That's good enough.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, who's going out to meet Corin?
I plan to.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna-
joining you.
I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna be in the shadows.
Yeah, I'm gonna also sneak.
I'm doing the bufferinos.
I'm gonna cast Entropic Cloud. Because that'll last for the end of the encounter. So Hark, if it's an encounter end of the encounter spell, if I cast it now, it'll last for a combat if we start a combat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Entropic Cloud.
Pasha's just going to very quickly. Russo, what are you planning?
What?
We don't want to screw over your plan by interrupting. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna take Corin, and I'm gonna run him away from here. They should follow me.
Got it.
That's a mishap.
Yeah, I know.
Fergus, leave this to me.
Darren, unless anyone's stopping them, I think Darren and Rosie will be following. How about Valor?
Yeah, that's what I did.
So all of the PCs plus the NPC party members are going to make their way outside. And so, if you are all on roll 20...
Could we hold on a minute? Because something might happen with Darethim, because he just failed his Entropic Cloak, got a mishap. He has to make a willpower self-discipline check. If he fails, something might happen to him.
No, not 19.
Okay, he's made nothing then.
So I've buffed Rico. I've also buffed Pasha because it'd be nice to have Pasha, not get hurt.
And then I've also cast Entropic Cloud. So in a what's the thing? It's a 20-yard.
Oh shit! Stroud is there.
So, ooh. So in that radius, all allies get +1 on stun points, so you're back to your normal +1, and +2 on attacks. And enemies have to make a magic entry versus 18 currently, or they have a -2 penalty to attacks and -1 on stun points. I'm gonna be back here stealthy.
Can I do one thing for cinematic effect before we all come up?
Yes.
When he yells, "Where's your honor?" Can I bellow back, "That's rich coming from you"?
Yes, you can. And when you do, you'll hear a pause. Are you going to merge before he responds to that?
Yes, I'm
or are you
going to
let him
slowly
respond?
make my way up the steps like I'm Emperor Palpatine rising. And question, could I have switched my fire dragon in the travel time to the lightning dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, and that's a 22 for my stealth check with Tyrion, so am I in shadows?
All right. So right now, people can't spot you as easily at the
The
moment.
two of us
Okay.
are up there.
All right. So Rousseau emerges along with the rest of the group, and as soon as Corin lays eyes on you, his expression he's disarmed a little. His expression is disarmed a bit, and as he starts to realize what's going on and who's in front of him, I will point out that there is a very heavily armored Grey Warden next to him, out of character. This is Stroud, who is right next to him,
Stroud.
along with a whole bunch of warrior-like Grey Wardens
And some
a
mages.
whole bunch of mages. Yes.
Oh boy. Oh hey, I can do Power of the Taint on the mages, making them not unable to cast spells. Maybe.
Corin will finally say, "Brother, what are you doing here?" And then the second thing you'll notice is Pasha.
I don't want to step on Tommy's toes. That's why I'm just like, I will pause. Does Rousseau say anything? Because otherwise Pasha will say something.
I will let Pasha have this, then I'll do my thing.
So Pasha, Cora, like she's gonna attempt to go up
Sure.
to him because she is happy to see him again, and she's mother hens. That's what she does. So she's like, are you warm enough? Have you been eating correctly? Are you eating your greens yet? Are you okay? Just a flurry of questions.
So first of all, as you do that, several of the Grey Wardens around him like start to smirk a little bit because they find that really amusing.
Good, demoralize them. Good.
Stroud looks very confused, and yeah, I mean, look at Cora. He's all cleaned up. He's got this beautiful Grey Warden armor, first Warden armor. It's beautiful, golden, and all these insignias. And, oh, aren't you proud? And so Cora, to respond, he will say, he's like, Pasha, what are you and Rousseau doing here? Why are you with the rest of the Grey Wardens?
I'm not with anyone. I'm here just for you.
Where's Fergus?
Not my problem.
You're right, brother. This is not your problem. So if you would just step aside and let my group through.
I'm afraid I can't do that either.
I promise you, brother, as soon as we're done what we came here to do, we can catch up. You as well, Pasha.
I don't care. I don't plan to catch up, Corin.
What's gotten into you, Rousseau?
You know, when I thought I was free from you after you had the crows attack me and everything... You remember our last job together, brother?
Vaguely.
Well, you see... That boy that I betrayed you over? A lot more special than we ever would have thought.
Is that so? So he's still alive?
Yes, he's my son.
I see. So, special, you say?
Me and you did a really bad thing. You see, those were the Fire Guardian's parents.
His eyebrows raise and he says, well, that's unexpected. When did you learn this?
Well, when I was with my boy and the paint burned off his hand and he had the mark, and then let's just say the other four very much confirmed that.
Well, he's alive then. What do you want from me? And apparently you've gained a son out of it, so what do you want from me?
They want you punished for the crime you committed.
Who's they?
The Pentavive.
He snorts a little bit. They can try.
And I'm gonna turn to the rest of the crowd. You know, considering he probably hasn't told you the rest of this, why would you even follow a man that would blatantly kill his son's family in cold blood, then disown his own brother when he calls him out on it? And I'm ready to roll a persuasion.
Go ahead.
Any bonuses or anything? Or no?
I feel like they're very loyal, so it's just gonna be a flat
That's true.
roll.
Yeah, flat roll D6 out of my heart, probably.
You have your karma. Don't forget your karma.
I do have my karma.
And do you have a communication re-roll thing?
Oh, for 2 stunt points, you can do Sway the Crowd roleplay stunt.
I'm gonna sway the crowd.
Okay, let's check that.
Question.
I got an
Mark,
18 with 3. I'm gonna keep that.
question. What I got on my rifle? What I got on my rifle back from Nathan?
Yes, you would have.
All right,
Well,
so
we
he's.
split a crowd.
I'm setting it up, just in case.
You can also use Bon Mont with the additional stunt point, which is a perfect witty remark. So, you know.
Yeah. So basically, it's a if he were to affect, like, say, one person, he could affect some more additional people with Sway the Crowd, and then the witty remark is to say, like, your words hit home hard.
Is that what you're doing?
I'm gonna sway the crowd, and then my witty remark is, fancy you're all righteous till it comes back.
you're going to say that, and it seems to be affecting a good amount of the crowd. But then Stroud, who is also very articulate, he actually also says, the vast majority of us have also had a sordid past. Many of us came from origins that we are not proud of, myself included. That is why half of us were conscripted into this organization in the first place. Most of us are aware of what Corin did. Your words don't really carry much weight. And out of character, just so you all know I'm not, lying or anything, I can show the recording the video of my roll, my persuasion roll. I got 666s. I legit got 666s. So
sad.
I don't think any talking is going to unfortunately sway. So yeah, it seems like all of the wardens are going to be going to remain loyal, at least for now. And Corin is going to say, so I don't want to have to force my way through you, and I don't want you to involve Pasha in this as well. So I will only ask you one more time, stand aside, or we will have to force our way past you.
Oh, that's rich. That is so, so rich. I, for years and years and years, wondered, Baidu, if I ever saw you again. And it's even worse that you got the get out of jail free card with it. Brother, I will not move my feet from here. And know that you've made all of Thetis suffer. It will be just like old times. One last round of Grey Warden and Darkspawns. You're the Warden, I'm the Ogre.
So it's come to this, he says.
All I'm gonna say, if you call them off, I got a person you'd probably want to meet.
He falters a little bit. But he then says, is this how you think Mom would want to see us? Fighting each other?
Yeah, well, Mom lied to me about a lot too, so I don't think either of us have the right to call her word here.
Who is this person that you said I'd be interested in meeting?
Think about the last time we saw Mom.
I try not to. Why?
Think real hard. Remember the scar.
Did you find him?
Yep.
Where is he?
I'm not saying unless if you call these cronies off and we talk.
Where is he?
Too
So
bad. My terms are clear. You either attack me or we handle this like gentlemen.
It sounds like you didn't kill him on the spot. Why didn't you kill him on the spot? You made a promise. You swore.
I think any oath you had for me ended when you wanted me to kill a child.
He will immediately say, incapacitate him, possibly her if necessary, but otherwise move forward, and we're gonna start initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, I got my rifle out right now, and
Go for the mages. Go for the mages.
Yeah,
Go for the mages.
I'm looking at the mages. I'm just looking back. Just tell me where to. Just tell me to shoot.
Go for the furthest one.
Before we begin combat, some housekeeping, because the viewers don't know that off camera, I gave Leon an extra strength point, a strength ability point, because of all of his physical training he was learning from both Rousseau and Mr. Garrison. So Sir Garrison also gets some credit for that too. Just saying. Also, realistically, Bomb would have offered to massage two of you with either the rough or gentle version of massages. So if two people want to get benefits of that, speak now or forever hold your peace.
What was the two things again?
It's either mental, it's rerolls for either mental or physical.
Okay. Mental includes magic, right?
Yes.
I'd say probably me or Leon should take mental, and then physical should be one of you guys.
Well, considering I'm sitting a full chakra stack, I'd let someone else take the physical.
Maybe Tyrion, because he'll be sniping. I don't know.
I mean, I could take it for the first shot, maybe. You guys go with that?
And then
I'll
Leon,
let,
do you?
well, I'll
Yeah,
let
Fergus.
you because you're more likely to do horrible things.
Well, I'm mostly a debuffer, but also I'm also more likely to mishap. So
Yeah, that's
Hark, Hark, just because at the moment I forgoed doing the acupuncture because I don't think Tyrion will at the moment do it due to his current state of mind.
I think that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
okay.
Until
So then maybe give it to Pasha.
no, I don't. I won't do it. The acupuncture. No, the acupuncture. The rough.
The acupuncture. Okay.
The acupuncture. No, I will take the rough like massage, which is weird.
Let us start with the surprise round. So technically, Tyrion has higher initiative than Darethim, so Tyrion can go first.
Yes, it's us two. We're going. So
we don't want
yeah.
you anymore, Darren. They just start making out.
Yeah, there you go.
So I am. So from where I am, I've set up myself. I got my rifle out.
Nice.
That's enough range, if I'm correct. That is definitely under the 200 yards, and
Yeah.
higher than 12.
So
So
+2 to
yeah,
attack and +1, +2 on stun points.
I still have the penalty, right? I have not gotten the weapon group for the rifle yet.
Mostly
Correct.
because, yeah, you basically you need to actually tell me that you
Yeah,
spend
yeah.
time training with Nathan, and I
Yeah.
haven't heard you saying that.
Yeah, so I probably wouldn't have yet. So probably not for now. So
Don't forget though, you have +2 to attack.
I know. I just need to remember the bonus.
Oh, also, while we're doing the surprise rounds, Hark, any enemy that is in that yellow aura I have has to make a magic entropy versus 18, otherwise they have a minus to stun point generation and attacks.
They get a minus what?
-2 to attacks and -1 on stun point generation for the whole combat.
Okay.
And if they're in that yellow aura.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna, and then the bullet I'm using, I'm going to be using one of the tainted bullets. So that's
Well, they're
or
Grey Wardens.
no, I
so-
won't. I'll just use a normal bullet that I have. It's just I have more tainted bullets, but anyway, I'll use normal bullets. So here is my one attack. I am using aim. I'll add the +2 now.
Nice.
Okay, that is a 21.
That will hit, definitely.
However,
Very
quick
definitely.
question, can I do the physical reroll?
If you'd like, if you wanted to do a physical reroll.
But I keep the second one if I reroll.
But you keep the second one.
I would say
Okay.
keep that personally.
Yeah,
I mean, you
alright,
hit.
because I want to get stunts, but I didn't. So.
I know, but like, still.
It's up to you.
Alright.
You're up.
And let's spend some chakra points. Spending all my last 3, I'm going to do multi-shot.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this means you may attack additional targets with your ranged weapon equal to the number of chakra points you spend. They must
Exactly.
3 more targets.
3
So
more
I
targets.
So you can
do I
get
have
all
to be
4
with-
of those over there.
Do I have to be within range of targets, or just like it just bounces off them?
That's a good point. Just for flavor, yeah, I think it would be cool if it actually like ricocheted. So it's like
Okay.
ricochet.
So you could get all 4 of them back there, all those mages.
And yeah, I could. So
I'd recommend that.
yeah, so I'm gonna do that. So they all get hit by this bullet that somehow just hits them and then it goes through them.
Okay.
And
Roll.
damage.
Yeah, you have to make
Damage.
attacks for the separate ones, yes, no? Or
I think
it's
it's
all
just-
damage. Oh, it just works. Awesome.
If
I don't know.
yeah, I think it just works because you guys are powerful. You're the avatars, so
Okay.
it just if you hit one, you can hit the others.
Math.
So roll damage individually.
15
for
damage.
each
Oh,
one.
okay. So this is 1/4.
Individually.
So that's 15 damage for the first guy.
Wait,
the
that's
second-
20, isn't it?
Because that's not proficient with it. I have a 1/4 less damage I deal.
Oh, man. That's
I do
15.
the math.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
15.
15
27.
again.
Hold up.
27
27.
Total?
Hold up. Math.
divided by yeah.
Nah.
I think it's rounded down.
21.
21.
Yes, and then
Nice.
last one. 21 also.
Nice.
Can we tell how hurt they look?
I mean, they're not bloodied, if that's what you're asking.
Okay,
They're not
yeah.
bloodied yet.
It's just a flesh wound.
Darethim.
Okay. So the mages are gonna get to go before me.
Yes.
Okay. So then, yes, I will cast Spell Shield on myself.
Okay.
Because I'm scared of those mages. Oh, I will minor action activate Taint Magic Mode. And then I will spend 1 mana, and I will attempt to cast that. So let's roll this. Come on, that's a 6. Hey, 4 stun points. I'm gonna double cast. Yeah, I'm gonna double cast. And I will cast then Agony of the Calling. Okay, so enemies within the purple radius have a thing happen. They have to make a willpower courage test versus spell power, which is 20. And that I'm minored and everything, so that'll be my turn. I don't know if that makes me visible because I casted, but I didn't attack anyone. So am I still technically hidden?
You are out of stealth no matter what. You cast a spell.
Okay, figured.
Rousseau, at the top of the initiative, you go first.
Oh joy. I've got so many plans. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to survey the areas they're all starting to charge. Then I'm going to yell, "The high ground won't save you," as I kill 2 chakra points to demoralizing cry these 2 mages on the stairway, making them vulnerable to penetrating damage. Yeah, they're vulnerable to penetrating damage for 3 rounds.
Nice.
Okay. The penetrating or like piercing?
Piercing. I'll specify piercing. So I'm gonna shift up 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm in the middle of both Stroud and Corin. Then I'm going High Dragoon.
Say that again. You didn't quite say it properly, Tommy.
High Dragoon.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So you transform, which
I'm going Sandy Howler.
oh wow. So you are now, because you are a dragon. I'm just gonna represent that by making you grow in size. Because you are now a large character.
Sweet. Wait, are we like
wow.
adults, or are we huge now, or are we just large?
You're large.
Okay, we're large.
You're large. So you're adult dragons. You're not.
Okay.
So the mages. All right, this is going to be interesting. So starting with the one over here, he's in the aura. He's in both auras. So does he do anything right this moment in both auras?
He has to make an magic entropy versus 20, and he has to make a willpower courage versus 20.
I got a 22 from the first one, the magic.
Magic entropy. Okay, so he's not affected.
Magic entropy. So he's not affected, and the second one is what is the roll?
Also 20. Willpower courage.
Willpower. Okay.
Oh, gorgeous.
Fails that one. So what happens?
He has a -3 to willpower, attack, and defense.
So the first one is going to attempt to do a paralyze
Fuck.
on Darthan.
Haha! Nope, doesn't work. I have spell shield up.
That's cool.
Oh.
And how long does spell shield last?
6 rounds.
6 rounds.
Well,
We
you
just
have to pay
can't.
mana for it.
I have to pay mana, but well, actually, first, let's see if he succeeds. Let's see if he succeeds first.
He
Could fail. He
The
succeeded?
TN for paralyze is what again?
The TN for paralyze is 16.
I got a 17, so he's fine.
Then, during that time, any helpful or harmful spell cast on me has no effect, but I need to spend mana equal to the base mana cost.
Yes. So the base mana paralyze
Is 7, I think.
All right, so you lose 7. So Tyrion, he is going to attempt to petrify you.
Oh no!
Turn you into stone.
Oh no! Okay,
We're gonna die, guys. We're gonna. This is the.
You're gonna need to roll a Constitution Stamina versus spell power, which I believe is 17. Yes, the spell power. The spell power is 17.
Spell power 17.
Did he succeed
Stamina?
on his magic roll?
Yeah, I got a 24.
Jesus fuck.
I got a 17. Jibe beats it if I'm correct.
Nice. So you're not turned to stone.
Wait.
All right. So then this guy will cast a spell. He's got a target. He's got some status from. Oh, that's the vulnerability.
Yeah, the
stuff.
vulnerability.
Yep.
Okay. So Rousseau, I succeeded. This is crushing prison. Rousseau, you're going to have to roll a Constitution stamina test versus my willpower, which is 17.
Okay. Can I kill a karma to re-roll that?
Yeah,
You can, yes.
please do.
Okay.
Do better.
What?
No. The stun points aren't going to be able to help, unfortunately. So you're going to immediately take 14 points of damage. It doesn't say penetrating, but I'm assuming this is penetrating.
Let me
if
check.
It's magic.
Which one? Which spell?
It's Crushing
Crushing
Prison.
I think
Crushing
it's
Prison.
Normal.
It says the spell immediately deals. Okay, maybe it is. It immediately
Yeah,
deals
it's normal
one-
damage.
Normal
Yeah, normal
damage.
damage.
So all right. So normal damage. And when you roll your stamina, is this your dragon form stamina? Is this your
Ooh,
dragon stamina?
No, it's not. I need to refer to the handout.
I think
Oh,
it's
should
even one less. It's one less.
If it's one less, it should be. If it's one less, you always get the greater of the two.
Oh, okay.
So you can have the greater, unless it's magic. Magic is. I think magic is different. But anyway, go ahead. Well, you can't cast magic as a dragon. So.
Yeah.
Constitution's a 5, so that'd be higher than what I got because I have a 4.
So that would still not have helped. Okay.
Well, no wait. Yeah, it's higher.
So what happens is you are mobilized. When mobilized targets cannot move, though they may make attacks and cast spells through the cage of force, they also take an additional 2d6 plus magic damage at the start of their next turn and remain immobilized until they pass a Constitution, Stamina, or Strength Might test versus spell power to break free of the cage. Targets that fail a third test take 3d6 plus magic damage at the beginning of their turn and remain immobilized until they break free, but suffer no additional damage. No additional damage on subsequent turns. Okay. The second mage is going to cast targeted here between Pasha and Darren. Let me make sure that I succeed. Yes. Sleep, which will affect Pasha and Darren if they fail to make a willpower self-discipline test against spell power 17. Self-discipline.
15.
Okay. So let me see what Darren gets. Oh, Darren is still awake. Okay, so Pasha, you start to feel overcome with drowsiness. You fall asleep on the spot. Targets that fail the test may make another test on their turns until they awaken.
At the start or
Sleeping-
end?
It just says on each of their turns until they awaken.
Okay, well then
unfortunately.
we have to decide if it's start or end, because start means they have their action after they awake. End means that they don't.
Realistically, I would say, because if you're waking up from sleep, I would like to say that you can't do anything else if you're just
End of
rousing
your
Yeah.
from your sleep. As opposed to like being paralyzed then not paralyzed, I think that's different
Okay.
from waking up from a sleep. So I'm gonna say it realistically, it would be at the end of her turn.
Alright.
Sleeping targets have a defense of 10 but are not subject to coup de grace. Any damage that Pasha takes immediately wakes her up.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. This one is going to cast on Tyrion because he shook off the last spell. This is Tempest. You create a small electrical storm centered anywhere within 40 yards with a radius of 4 yards. So it's like here, centered around, I guess, Dartham and Darren and Tyrion, trying to avoid hitting Pasha because Pasha's asleep. So just these three are hit by a Tempest. So anyone in the storm's area, I don't know if this area of effect, it's not targeted at Dartham, so I don't know if your shield shields it. Maybe it does.
No,
check.
it's an area. It's an area. I don't think that works. That's how spell shield works. Spell shield
Check.
just said
Any effect that cast on me.
It's on you, so that's it's
So, yeah,
it's an
no.
area.
Yeah, multiple targets and effects is normal.
Okay. So, those of you who are in that area, which is the three of you, you suffer... Well, first of all, you can make a Constitution Stamina test against Spell Power, 17. Constitution Stamina test.
Nope.
Darren is okay.
17 again.
Okay. Those of you who failed, which is only Daretham, takes 16 points of penetrating electricity damage on Daretham. But then since you guys saved, the other two saved, you only suffer 5 points of penetrating electricity damage. So this one has a centered anywhere within 50 yards is going to be, again, centering it so that it hits the three of you again. This is going to be Inferno. Calling upon the raw elements of creation, you ignite a column of air 6 yards in radius. He's just going to make it so it only hits the three of you. And 12 yards tall, anywhere within 50 yards. Anyone, whether an ally or enemy, who enters the Inferno or starts their turn in it suffers 3d6 magic damage. The targets who make a successful dexterity acrobatics test versus your spell power suffers only 2d6 damage when fall prone.
Oh, I succeeded.
Do we do it now? Because it says on the start of our turn.
It says the start of your turn, so save that roll for the start of your turn.
Okay.
Figure that roll for
Additionally,
yourself. I'll roll one.
Additionally, any target that leaves the column of fire continues to burn, taking 1d6 of damage at the start of their turn until they succeed on a dexterity acrobatics test versus spell power to put out the
Does the
flames.
column stay there?
It does stay there.
Yeah.
Yay.
The column normally lasts a single round, but you can extend its duration another round by spending 10 MP at the start of your subsequent.
What's the distance on that?
I'm going to draw it. So it's supposed to be
4 yard. It's supposed to be a
Yeah!
6 yard radius.
6 yard radius that only hits the three of you. So that would
Okay. So that's like centered here. Wait, no, you
it's like-
couldn't.
What kind of a
You would have to hit either Pasha or the mage up here. You couldn't center it in a way that would just hit me, Darren, and
he'll hit.
Tyrion.
That's fine. At this point, he'll just hit Pasha.
Okay.
At this point,
You're awake, Pasha.
Okay. You're awake.
I'm awake.
Pasha.
I'm on
So is it
fire.
like this?
You're also
Would
on
this
fire.
Would this be like?
It's 6
6
yards
yards
radius.
is radius,
four.
so that's 3 squares in each direction. From
Three
the
squares
origin.
in each direction.
Yeah.
So I can actually do 1, 2.
If you center it here, for example, that'd go down to here, and 1, 2, 3, up to here. So it'd be out of range of that mage.
Maybe like this.
So it's a 6x6. Are we saying a 6x6 square?
By
A 6 by 6 square, yes.
4, 5, 6. So I can actually do this. Is what you're saying?
That's not a square. That's not on grid though.
I'm just straddling. Those are all the mages.
Yeah, it makes
So
sense.
yes, they die first.
Well,
This is why I'm worried, guys.
okay, my turn. First of all, Dex acrobatics to see if I actually hope that I failed this maybe or succeed. I don't know. We'll see. 17. Oh no.
Yeah, that succeeded.
So I take 2d6 damage. Roll me 2d6, please, and
So
then
I-
I fall on my ass.
So that is 11 points of penetrating fire damage. Yes.
I don't have that ability. Okay. All right. So.
And you were also in the Tempest, so
I don't think it's penetrating. It's just normal. I'm correct.
yeah, just normal. So you're fine. Okay.
So that's 11 minus 4, 7. Math-wise, that gives me 6. All right. So I'm going to minor action to move and stand up. I am getting out of the flames. Ah! Hot, hot, hot! And as I'm moving, I'm quick reflexing. I'm like putting this rifle on my shoulder and drawing out a throwing knife, a tainted throwing knife.
Go for the mages. Go for the mages. Go for the
I
mages.
don't have range. I don't have range on them unless I can somehow.
You can
use
move
half-
up. You instead of moving forward, you can move up.
Hart, can I use these mountains
Yeah.
rocks to
Do
climb
a
and
climb. Do a climb. Yep.
to make a climb roll?
Yep.
Please do not fail me.
It's 2 stories, so we'll see what you get.
2 stone points.
I can reroll.
You can reroll if you want to use this as a reroll.
Yeah, but I have. Actually, hold on. Did I
Yeah, actually do it. Once you get up there, you'll be fine. So get up there.
Where's my strength? 13.
13. I will say you can get up to here,
Okay.
like on the
Alright.
ledge.
Alright, and then I'll with a major action, as I guess at my speed, I'm gonna throw the knife at the mage.
Sure. Go ahead.
That's without aim, and this is just me throwing it. There's 20.
That'll hit. Damage.
Alright, and I'm using a tainted knife, so that means
Nice.
that is penetrating
Your
damage.
Grey Wardens, though, so I don't know if that changes anything.
That's the armor, not the what they are.
Yeah.
These daggers automatically ignore half armor, so that means it's damage-wise, I am doing 11, and their armor's half for this one attack.
Nice.
Okay, so what's the sitch on the whole Inferno thing? So I succeeded on my
So
thing.
you succeeded, so you only take 2d6, I think, of penetrating damage, which
I'll do fall
is...
Is it
9
penetrating or
points.
non-penetrating?
None.
Yes.
Non. Okay, so that's
Non.
6.
So you take... Then you fall prone,
Okay.
and then... I think you can then move as...
Wait, is a fall prone on a fail or a success?
Success.
Wow. okay.
Success.
So then I stand up, and I have half my movement then to move from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So now, all these warriors and Stroud and everyone, so they're now all affected by stuff. And then with my major action, I will paralyze on one of them mages, because I don't like you. Which is the... Okay, so what did... The mages all cast stuff. What's the mage that cast, the fire spell, I guess?
The one at the very bottom.
Very bottom? What's
This
range
one
on
over here.
paralyze is 15 squares.
I think you're
14.
fine. I think. Maybe.
Hang on, let me
Maybe.
check my
1,
range
2.
here. Nope. So then that's 15. Sure,
Yeah, you
I'll
have
cast
to
it on this guy back here, paralyze.
Which is the Tempest one.
Sure, Tempest one. I'm gonna be casting a lot of paralyze. Alright, and that's my turn. Also, my hood is up, but also I am on fire, so you can rule whether or not Corin sees who I am.
Okay.
Well, you are behind me, and I'm really big.
But
right
I'm
now.
behind the dragon, and behind Valor too, so yeah, I'm behind some cover. And I'm keeping my hood up,
Stroud is in
has
about
to make
a couple...
2
yes.
magic entropy and willpower courage. To be real meticulous about
So first one is entropy.
magic entropy versus 20.
He will fail. What happens?
-2 on attack rolls, -1 on stun point generation.
Okay. And then the second one is what again?
Willpower courage versus 20.
Willpower courage versus 20.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's rolled really well. Okay.
So then for that,
So minus...
he's gonna have something happen though. That's agony. So he suffers a -1 to willpower for 1 round, but otherwise he's fine.
Okay. Alright, so he is going to attempt to attack Russo. And he's in dragon form, so what is your defense now, Russo?
With Leon's buff, I'm sitting at 22.
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
Insane.
And he has a -2. Nope. Nope. He misses. Okay. Valor. Valor is going to... I think Valor is going to try to get to, but not go into the fire.
Okay,
Like
get
to
Pasha.
Pasha. And yeah, that's all
So
she's
drag
going to do.
Pasha out of the fire. Maybe use her action to pat Pasha out. Could she do that?
I'll say that Valor will easily be able to drag Pasha out of the fire, which means that Pasha's not starting her turn in the fire, which means that she doesn't take any damage.
Fucking wake up.
But that means that Pasha doesn't wake up.
But
If she
Val
doesn't
doesn't
take
know
damage.
that. Val doesn't know that.
Right, but Pasha, like what I'm saying is she can't. She's still asleep because
Yeah.
she
Well,
never
wait.
took
She
damage.
would have taken damage when the spell
No.
happened, right?
Nope.
No, because it
Really?
only happens at
Start
the
of the
start of her
turn.
turn.
Start of her
Start of her turn.
So
You gotta play
Pasha's
by the
still
rules.
knocked out.
Yes,
Pasha's
she's
still asleep, but she can still make a save.
Yeah, she can
What a
still
lovely night. I'm in a nice warm place. I'm on a beach, clearly. Not on fire.
She's like, there was like this one heat metal. Oh, why is it so hot? Oh, maybe it's whatever.
It reminds me
I'm
of
just
home.
getting a
Oh, they're clustering.
getting a nice suntan here.
Cool, because I'm casting grease here and spending a two chocolate points to increase the range, so they're not going to have a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah.
Feel free to draw. Feel free to draw where the grease is.
Yes.
Lunch, Lady Doris. Have you got any grease?
Yes, we do.
Then grease me up, woman!
Okie dokie.
Here,
Oh, I'm so ready to breathe fire.
You just have to bunch
Doing
them
good.
up. You just have to bunch
Wait,
them up.
can you breathe fire?
Yeah, the Sandy Howler breathes fire. before I get in
Nice.
the
Let's
cave.
burn them.
I purposefully picked Sandy Howler so I could summon a sandstorm and fire next turn.
Nice.
Very
yeah, I'm going to
Also,
draw
I'm
it.
just gonna say, my tactic in this whole fight is gonna be paralyze the mages. That's all I'm gonna do. Just cast paralyze
10 yard,
over and over
so
again.
10-yard diameter.
Plus 1 because of my thing, so
Plus one.
it's 6 squares.
Wow. So you could do a 6x6.
Yeah, no,
Yep, that's what
I
it is.
measured it beforehand, so everyone within here, including the big bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's all
Yeah.
greased up.
How's it feel, mages?
Hold up. One, two,
Eat
three,
it.
Hold
Wait.
up. Hold up.
Also, the mages are
Oh,
Hold
7
up.
points.
That's 10 squares. It's 10-yard diameter, not 10-yard radius.
Oh, okay.
no.
11 yards. I'm sorry, guys. Rules.
Oh, yeah, no, please do.
Otherwise, that'd be insane. That would be
That's
insane.
really
Grease would be a
huge.
powerful spell.
Well, I got extra stunt points, so I'm going to double cast grease, just so I don't redraw my squares.
That doesn't double the radius, but yes. it
Yeah.
doesn't
Well,
double
it's
it.
double the diameter.
Double the
doubles.
diameter. So if I put like the 2 squares together, it becomes bigger.
Well, no, it becomes a rectangle then.
It becomes a rectangle.
Rectangle, yeah.
You don't increase. Yeah, it becomes. You can put 2 squares side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to redraw.
We need
So-
to
yeah,
roll to
redraw,
cast them
delete.
first.
Yeah. Which it passes.
You
So
do,
I will fix my squares while you guys continue.
All right. Fix your squares while Corin goes. So if is Corin going to be in the grease?
Be in the grease. I'm going to make sure.
What does he do
I need
if he's-
a DC 19 Dex acrobatics, please.
Yes.
Even if he's not moving?
When you are in
Start.
the grease, it says.
Yeah, when you
When you
start.
All right. You'll have to beat a 16 on your willpower self-discipline.
Well, good news is that
Doable.
my willpower's way higher as a dragon, so it
How much does it get plus?
+2 to the attack for backstab.
So it's
So-
-3 total.
Net -2, yeah.
Net -2.
Okay.
that is definitely not a 22.
Yeah!
I'm going to say that with a critical fail, some of the grease from Leon's spell, he actually slips and falls. So first of all, he's prone.
Can he deck himself by my tail? Because that'd be hilarious.
I will say he decks himself by your tail. To add insult to injury, go ahead and roll whatever damage your tail does.
Yes.
All the floating stats.
11.
11. Nice. All right. So he's prone. Okay. Darren. She makes a save because she's inside the Inferno, so she has to do a
Max.
Dexterity acrobatics.
which she's very good at. Oh yeah. She got exactly a 17.
Nice.
So she only takes 2d6 of damage. Okay, which is 4 penetrating damage. Okay. So she is going to she basically will actually fly out of the flames because her enchanted outfit lets her fly. As the silk around her wisps about her.
Up to the
she
mage,
moves.
or
Yeah, she's making her way to a mage.
Okay.
A mage. I think she can only go this far because of the Inferno, like,
What about
slowed
this
down her
one?
speed. Tyrion's going that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going there.
Tyrion's going that way. Okay. Rosie also has to make... her Dex Acrobatics is not that great at all. No. So she takes 3d6. No, I think it's... No, 3d6 or 2d6? 2d6. Oh, it's 3d6. Oh my gosh. 23 points of damage. That's very... No. So she's gonna move over here.
Can she pull one of the mages to us?
I'm gonna see if she can get into range. I think she's going to use her biotics to literally shove this mage off the cliff.
Ooh.
And the mage falls prone and takes some falling damage.
And they're covered in grease.
Yep.
And they're covered in grease. 6 points of falling damage. Pasha's up. You can try to rouse yourself.
So that's a what? Willpower con something?
It's willpower, self-discipline.
Versus 17.
Versus 17.
14. I'm still having a very
14.
nice time. I'm having the time of my life.
The warriors. Wait, they have to make
Oh
their...
wait, they all
They
have,
gotta
they
make
all-
their
this one-
rolls. Are you rolling for all of them as a group or one at a time?
I think it'll be faster if I do them all as a group.
Yeah,
actually.
if
It'll be
you're-
faster. So I'm just gonna roll for all of them. So they all fail,
For the magic, what about willpower
and
courage?
then it looks like they all fail the willpower courage.
Alright, so all of them have a net -5 to attack, -1 to stun points, -3 to defense and willpower.
Okay. And then the people who are greased have to make a roll acrobatics.
Yeah, versus 20, because I used stunt point to increase the difficulty.
They're gonna fail.
Oh,
So
okay.
if they're greased, what happens?
They're prone.
Currently.
Oh, they're prone. Okay, so they don't get to do. Well, do
Yeah.
they get to do anything?
They can stand up and you move half of their movement.
Okay, so
The minor
these
action.
guys will stand up and move 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. They're all surrounding Russo.
There's a dragon
Okay.
there, so...
But they also have a bunch of minuses to their attack rolls.
Yes,
so
a lot.
Russo, you have 20-something as your...
22 and they have
22.
-5.
Yeah.
So he effectively
Good luck
has
to them.
27. He has 27 against them if we want to be simple.
Yeah. Good luck to them. We'll see. Pretty much...
No, I
Yeah,
don't,
I don't
think it's possible for them to hit.
Unless they crit.
Unless they crit.
Well,
Like it get triple sixes. That's
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of them crit, so they cannot touch you. Alright.
Nice.
So, Rousseau, back to the top of the initiative.
Nice. I've got a plan, so I have to make a might test to get out of my cage, right?
Correct.
Cool. 16?
It has
That's
to be
one
the
under,
17.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, 1 under.
When you
Darn.
Can you do anything?
I'm not getting any more the rest of the campaign, so I'll just breathe fire. It's fine.
Okay. So, you breathe fire and you also take 2d6 of damage.
And question, since the greases are stacked to each other, would the fire spread to the upper grease?
Is that how grease works,
I would
Leon?
assume so. That's how I stacked it. It said any sort of flame ignites.
Oh, then yes. Then yes, of course. Yes.
Yay.
So first of all, at the beginning of your turn, Rousseau does take 18 points of regular damage from the crushing prison,
Non-penetrating,
and
right?
then non-penetrating, and then you breathe fire on who?
I'm going to breathe fire about right
Probably this group,
here.
right?
Including okay. And so go ahead, roll your damage.
I guess I'll dump it right on Stroud.
Okay. And you have a +2 to attack, and Stroud has a minus. Did Stroud succeed on his willpower courage?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Wait,
so
wait.
Stroud.
I'm free of the prison because I have a +1 to my strength, and I rolled a 16.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah,
Hey!
so you're free of your prison.
So you don't take.
Yeah.
Do you take the damage, or?
Nope. Nope. He didn't take
Okay.
damage.
No.
You take
So
the damage
take
back.
your damage back.
3d6 plus
Yeah.
7.
Hi, Dragoon.
Oh, and
It's
also
time for the high barbecue.
21. Is this penetrating? I think it is.
That's
Yeah,
to
and
hit,
then I
though,
have-
right? Isn't that to hit?
Yeah, that's
This is
the
normal
hit.
damage. This is normal damage.
And
Oh,
then they have
okay.
to make an acrobatics save versus my gout stat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do one acrobatics.
So Stroud
11.
takes 11, then there's a 6 stack on top of that, 17 total for
Yeah.
Stroud.
17 on Stroud, 6 on everyone else. That's non-penetrating.
6 on everyone else. Okay. All right.
So the two mages and all the warriors in that grease.
Grease
Okay.
is penetrating damage. Grease
Oh,
is
so the 6
Grease
is penetrating.
is-
6 is
Yep.
penetrating.
Screw 6 is penetrating.
Oh, also, did
All
the
right.
warriors make a dex save?
Yes, they did.
when
They did.
moved? Okay.
They
And-
did.
They all
They did.
They all failed, but they
They
had
all
half
failed.
movement.
Oh yes, and
I'm trying to keep it simple, so we don't overwhelm ourselves.
Definitely is the most complicated of the fights we've done. So
Yeah.